Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Insight on Business. How was that? Did you enjoy your vacation? We love technology here. We love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. We're talking about, with Rick Campbell and also Mary Little, about the Avenue of the Saints Amphitheater project. It's being built right now just south of Des Moines. It's going to be able to hold thousands of people, and they have their first concert, outdoor concert, coming up on the 15th and the 16th of June. So no time to be wasting just talking about stuff. We got to get down there and do something. So having an outdoor venue is pretty tricky, especially here in Iowa. Mm-hmm. And you've got some other competition in outdoor events. The 8035 Music Festival was just recently held, and well done.
Sure.
There have been a number of other country and also rock outdoor programs that some of the radio stations in the area have in the past sponsored. What happened? Are those back, or are those gone, or what? How does all this compete with that?
From what I've heard on those shows, they've been shelved. That's
Shelved.
as far as I know. I don't know if they're staying on the shelf. I don't know if they'll be pulled off the shelf. But as far as like the summer jams,
right,
and Country Bash, and I've heard they just been put on the shelf last year. Of course, we know they didn't take place.
And these were pretty popular, I think. They were out
very,
at the Des Moines Waterworks plant or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, not that we're trying to replace it
I
with
understand.
some of the shows we're putting on. Again, having an amphitheater, the goal is that these won't be just festivals going on in the amphitheater. We'll have headlining acts coming in with an opening act. We've talked about doing some jazz acts. We got some Broadway musicals that have talked about coming through. Actually, New York City, the production of Grease just reached out to us to see if they could come through for a few nights next year once we get the permanent stage put in place. So we're not looking at it as it being a festival grounds or a festival area all the time. And I think that's where we don't consider ourselves as any kind of competition to 8035
Sure.
or any of those.
It's going to be multifunctional.
Right.
All right.
Multi-purpose facility.
What about seating and things like that? I mean, are these going to be bring your blanket, or are we?
This first year, of course, we're going to have bring your blanket or bring your lawn chair. The permanent seats for next year will go in. We'll have roughly approximately a little over 5,000 permanent seats in the front of the stage.
Wow.
And then the rest of it being hillside seating. Again, if you look at the design of say, like a Riverport Amphitheater in St. Louis or the Sandstone in Kansas City, it's built on the very similar project design with those permanent seats being put in place, and then some VIP boxes behind it, and then all grass seating behind that.
Our guest, ladies and gentlemen, is Rick Campbell. He is the promoter and also the consultant for the Avenue of the Saints Amphitheater that's being built just south of Des Moines. You want to communicate with us, you can do that. It's at InsightADV, at InsightADV on Twitter. And over to my left is Mary Little. She's the tour manager for one of the bands that's going to be appearing on. How do you get to be a tour manager?
You can't go to college for it, I can assure you of that. It's just something you learn over time.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work, a lot of studying.
What does a tour manager do?
Book shows, you make sure your band is where they need to be on time.
Oh, that's a job.
Well, when I've got 6 men I have to watch after, you bet it's a job. Just travel all over, show to show.
Your group, where all have you played?
We just finished a 2-day show down in Florida. We did a benefit down there that we've been doing for years. We just finished opening for Bret Michaels here in Des Moines.
Oh, sure.
Just kind of all over.
Good times, huh?
Good times.
Yeah.
Anytime with Bret Michaels is a good time.
I was going to say, yeah. Rebel Road is the band that she is the tour manager for. That's Mary Little. So the first event is already scheduled, June 15, 16. You've got the Rock Day on the 15th and the Country Day on the 16th. Are you going to be there both days?
I will be there both days.
Yeah.
Right now, if they go to redtrucktickets.com, they can get their ticket in advance for $35. Starting May 31st, the ticket price goes up to $50. So it's the
June 1st. Sorry.
June 1st. Oh, Renata had let me know it was May 31st, so I guess it's
So
June 1st.
June 1st.
$50. The ticket will go up. So,
Okay, so right now it's how much?
$35. So that's a big
now.
discount.
So, Rick, you're obviously hoping that attendance is good, the weather's good, and all the bands show up. But you've got a vast amount of experience in managing things like this, so you're pretty confident?
I am.
What about the market? Can the market handle something like this?
I think the market needs something, especially again with the size of, or with the state of Iowa and the outdoor theaters that are available. Again, I've had quite a few people come up to me and say, "Well, you're trying to compete with Wells Fargo." No, indoor theaters or indoor event centers and outdoor centers are oranges and apples.
Yeah.
There's no comparison.
Will the beer be $8?
No, we will not go that high. I assure you that. I will assure you that. No, we're going to keep it fairly priced and reasonable on pricing for everything. It's one of the reasons because we look at it in this market as people being able to come out and enjoy and have a good time. Looking at some of the other shows that we're trying to bring in, we're trying to make sure that they're economically, feasible for everyone.
For everybody, yeah. For not only you guys, but also the general public as well. It's called the Avenue of the Saints Amphitheater. Ryan, can you go ahead and throw that graphic of what it is that we're looking at back up for us so that we can see? Nope. That would be the music festival. That's the 15th and 16th of June. You can get your tickets now at
redtrucktickets.com.
redtrucktickets.com.
This week, though, is Military Appreciation Week. And so military personnel can get tickets for $20 at various locations, which we'll keep announcing. I didn't know if you knew.
We'll post locations where we will be
where
next.
Where can everybody get on Facebook?
The heroesandsaints.com.
Heroesandsaintsmusicfest.com.
Heroesandsaintsmusicfest.com. Kind of a cool project. And it's what's really neat about it, kids, it's all homegrown. This is a homegrown thing. Local family got behind it. They had the land, and they said, hey, let's go ahead and put together a great venue. Our well wishes are to Renata and her husband Jason, who are recovering from a motorcycle accident this week. That was kind of tough, Rick.
Yeah, you got the B team here today because the A team
is down.
is sitting at home. Let's say thank God that they are safe. They're just having to sit with a lot of Vaseline, still pulling some gravel out of their skin. But
it doesn't do well for Renata's complexion.
Renata is not one to be down very easily.
No,
I can assure you that she is a very hard-working
She said she was going to be here today, but they forced her to go to a doctor's appointment. She tried to rearrange the doctor's appointment, but honestly, I think she's feeling the soreness a little bit more, as each day goes.
I would imagine so. That's Renata Bolin, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the most amazing part of this whole music festival is they're not just doing this as, sure, you get a full day of music, but anything to help the military. To me, that is, I would buy a ticket in a heartbeat. I don't care if it's $30 or $50.
There you go. So, proceeds go to assisting the military, and what a time that we need those types of help. There's a lot of groups and organizations out there doing those types of things, and salute you for being part of that.
Well, I think that's part of what you were saying, too, to back that up, is this is not a corporate event. This is,
it's a family.
The family put this event together and partnered up with Operation First Response, again, assisting the wounded soldiers coming back. And it's all part of the where the Heroes and Saints came from, the heroes being our wounded soldiers coming back, Saints, of course, coming from the Avenue of the Saints Amphitheater.
You looking forward to this, Mary?
I am ecstatic. You bet.
We're going to ask, can fertilizer be sexy?
What was that?
Can fertilizer be sexy?
Oh, can fertilizer
We're switching
be
gears,
sexy?
kids. Yeah.
Got you.
I'm sorry, I'm multitasking over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you. This is an Asian ad that was done, and you guys are here, so you'll be able to see it at the same time. We never thought that necessarily. We're from Iowa, We know fertilizer, NP and K. We know what that does. We know that it goes on the ground. We know that it helps things grow. We got that right. Well, in probably what we think is the worst ad of the week, we have to show you this piece. This comes out of Eurasia, and it is it's for fertilizer. Fertilizer, and obviously when you have three very attractive Asian women dancing in a rice field, things are bound to pop up. You won't see this on U.S. TV, I promise you. Ryan?
ปลูกอะไรก็สวยนกแก้ว plus หนึ่งในผลิตภัณฑ์คุณภาพจากวอธนทรัพย์
Please explain that.
Please explain. Well, obviously, when you use that fertilizer, things get big. So
That was a fertilizer ad?
that was a fertilizer. Yeah. What fertilizer? The root system, ladies and gentlemen, that's got to be the worst ad of the week. At least it's perhaps the most overtly sexual ad we have ever seen anywhere. You won't see that on
Happy
American
Monday.
TV, by the way. Oh yeah, hey, that wakes everybody up. Thanks so much for being with us. Our thanks to Mary Little and also Rick Campbell for coming in talking about the Avenue of Saints Amphitheater. It's a new project going on just south of Des Moines. The first concert date is June 15 and 16. You can get your tickets now for how much?
$35.
$35 at
Trucktickets.com.
redtrucktickets.com. Thanks so very much for coming in and doing this. The photo opportunity is next. Have yourself a great week, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back next week, 8:45 live, right here at Webcast One Live. All this has been brought to us by our good friends over at FWIRSA, tax and business accountants that will work hard for you until the cows come home. Till then, be safe, be well, be careful. Most of all, be good to your fellow man. For Ryan Northfield, have a great day.